Hey guys, it's Dima from DimusTech, and today we're checking the Android P Developer Preview Free, which is Android version 9. So this version is actually the third developer preview version. First of all, the first thing that we can see, well, this is Android version 9, we can see it here. Finally we know the version. Now, for some of you it might sound obvious, I mean, next version, so next number. Well, not always. In the past, Google was counting a little bit different by sort of sub-versions. For example, if I remember correctly, 2.2 was Froyo and 2.3 was already Gingerbread or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, in this preview, there's not much new, but still there are a few things that I want to go through. First of all, there's a lot of confusion on the internet if this is the third or the second beta that there is. Now, here's the thing. This is actually the third preview. This is the third developer preview version. But the OTA update started only from the second developer preview, the last one that I showed. And you can see the video link right here. And yet people still confuse it because they think that the OTA started from the beginning. Well, this is incorrect, and this is actually developer preview free. Now, what's different in this version is that this version finally has SDK and everything released as well, which means developers can start programming for the Android P version. So, not many things changed, but one of them I have to point. If you remember, I did show in the last video that the brightness goes on a very high level, from very minimal to a very high. But in this version, if we'll actually try all the brightness, you can see this is the lowest, and it's totally dark. I mean, it was like the previous version. But if I'll go now to the brightest spot, this is about, I don't know, maybe 30% or maybe 40 at max that was on the last preview. Now, this is almost the normal that was on Android Oreo, but it's still less. I mean, this is ridiculously less, and you wouldn't expect it. Basically, for me it's not a big issue since usually I use lower brightness, but come on, seriously, I was usually using about this here, I mean about 20% or something, and now I'm almost on 70 and even above, and sometimes on maximum brightness. No. Google, what the hell are you thinking? Seriously, this is not the way to go. I hope they will fix it on the next preview or the final version. Actually, I think the next one is not exactly a developer preview, but already sort of a release candidate. I mean, it will be already almost final version with a few bugs to fix, and that's it. So some of you have been asking about the dashboard, about all the new stuff that Google promised. It's not here as well. Sadly, Google didn't add it in this developer preview as well. But what they did add, and let me go to the multitasking, they did add here a clear all. Now, I'm not going to press it, but basically if you press it, all of your multitask windows will go away. Now, in addition to that, as you can see here, there's sort of a frame that you can see here, and I don't know, the animation is a little bit different, so things are kinda, some people love it, I actually don't really love it. I mean, it goes a little bit, I would say, different. I mean, for some reason, for me, I cannot go like here and then swipe up any app that I want to remove. It always some sort of pushes all the apps as well. It's a little bit annoying, I don't know, not that comfortable for me, but maybe it's just me and nothing else. I'm not fully sure. I still have to play with that a little bit more to be sure if it's actually comfortable or not, but I don't know, I feel different. Now, if we go again to the system settings, let's go back here, to the display, to advanced, to colors, we'll see here a new picture. Now, in the past, as I remember, I didn't always have a picture here, but if you would look in that picture and change the neutral, boosted or saturated colors, you wouldn't see almost any difference on the picture. So they changed the picture for something that you would see pretty much how it would look. So if we, for example, go to natural, you'll see that the colors are a little bit dimmer, If we'll select boosted, you'll see more colors, and if we'll see saturated, you'll see much more colors, and the reds are very precise, very strong. I don't know how to call it. I prefer the boosted. I don't know, for me it's good enough. I don't use the other one. But finally you can sort of test it out right here instead of going to some, I don't know, third-party app or for some photo that you have or something like that. So you can pretty much check it here. Another thing that improved a lot, I mean seriously a lot, is actually the battery, and precisely the adaptive battery option. So in the previous version I did notice that the full charge lasts about was dropping all the time, and seriously it was 19 hours at max or something like that, and it couldn't keep up with that as well. But here, instead of showing here apps are running normally, so basically it would show me 3 apps that are sort of hidden, and I couldn't touch them, I couldn't do anything with that, I could just see them here. And if I go here, you can see the restricted apps now, and you can uncheck them. It will sort of give you a pop-up when some app tries to use some background battery. It will sort of give you a notification here, actually, no, not here. It will show you a red icon here, and you can basically tap on it and choose what you want to sort of restrict. So that's pretty awesome. It actually keeps the battery pretty good shape, and I can totally agree that the battery lasts for much longer. As you can see, currently full charge lasts about 21.5 hours, and this is written after a whole day of taking almost non-stop pictures. No, I didn't take any videos actually today, but seriously, I used the camera a lot. The brightness was almost full since we were in the sun, and again, editing pictures from your phone was done in total brightness, so it was really using the battery, and seriously, it was very, very good. Very, very steady and very, very good. So I'm really satisfied with that. Sadly, this is the end of all the new things I could find in this new developer preview. Only one thing I can tell you is that this version is totally stable. I mean, I had no issues at all. If the previous version, well, I did have it for about a month, and yeah, I did have some startups. I mean, the phone was sometimes sort of, I wouldn't call it frozen, but you know, sort of momental frozen. Usually it was caused by Facebook. In this version, nothing. I mean, seriously, it works flawlessly. It works totally well. Like, it's not a beta or any preview. It works like a normal Android version, just with the new features. So it's really awesome. Now, in terms of the camera, if I already used it today the whole day, I can tell you that I have a little belief that it actually got a little bit even better. Yeah, it sounds unbelievable with that great camera on the Pixel, but I don't know, I kind of feel that today's photos went very well, much better than usual. Another thing that I want to mention before I go is the new rumors about the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL, about that notch. I just want to know, guys, what do you feel about the notch? If there will be a new Pixel 3 XL with a notch, will you buy it or not? For me, I hate the notch, and I think I will skip it. Now, if you will write to me that everyone is copying from Apple, I just want to remind you that the Essential phone was the first one to have a notch. So, sorry, Apple didn't invent that ugly thing as well, though I must say that the Essential phone did it kinda correct. I mean, seriously, the notch is super small, super tiny, and much less annoying than any other phone with a notch. But that doesn't really matter right now. We will have to wait until Google releases all of the data, but basically from what we can tell now, the phone will be pretty much the same. Same size, bigger screen because of that notch, so you'll have more screen at the top. You will have stereo speakers according to what we saw, at least on that screen protector that was leaked and on that sort of phone picture that we already seen. So yeah, I don't really like the rumors, but we'll have to see, and I still hope that we will remove the notch, because otherwise I'm seeing myself staying with the great Pixel 2 XL for another year, and I won't have any issue with that. Thank you for watching this DimusTech episode. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell so you won't miss any future video. And I'll see you on the next one!